Pamplona, Spain for the World Karate Federation's Karate World Cup, the National Teams Championships. Pamplona is the capital of Navarra province in northern Spain. It is the internationally renowned centre for Entierro, which are the bull runs that form part of the Feast of San Fermin and is held every July here in Pamplona. Our programme is being broadcast on TV networks around the world and live streamed on World Karate TV channel on YouTube. This is the lineup for the programme and the Karate World Cup. The bronze medals will go first and then followed by the final. So the male team Kata, bronze medal, followed by the male team Kata final. Medal award for that section, and then it'll be on to Kumite, the one-on-one bouts for the bronze and then the final to determine who will become the World Cup winners of 2024. We're going to give you now an opportunity to have a look at some of the video of the morning session of the spectacular World Cup here in Pamplona. Welcome to Pamplona, the Navarra Arena, and what a spectacular venue it is for the first World Cup for karate national teams. This venue is absolutely sensational, and I've got one of the best karate exponents ever to be on the tatami, and this man is from Brazil. Douglas Bruce, 3 times world champion, 8 times he's been a winner in the Pan American Karate Championships. What a sensational athlete. And of course, more importantly, he's now a member of the Athletes Commission, representing all of the karate athletes across the world for the WKF. Welcome. Now, Douglas.
Thank you, Billy. It's a big pleasure to be here and look this amazing and unique event that we have here. It's something amazing. I think karate are very happy for that. And we are in Pamplona. Look this trophy, look this amazing award that we will give to the teams, and this is perfect for us.
Now, just to give you an idea of what the symbols are, in what this really represents, this beautiful World Cup is made up of five belts to start with, 1 for each of the 5 continents. There's a 6th belt, which represents the World Karate Federation, and the 7th belt ties it and pulls all of that together to form the Karate World Cup. So that's what this is all going to be about on the tatami, and over there on the podium, we await to see who are going to be the World Cup winners for this.
Yes, everyone wants to win this cup, and one more time, this is a historic moment for karate. And for sure, people in the future, of course today, but in the future, they also will fight very hard to get this trophy, to bring this trophy, this amazing trophy for the World Karate Cup to your country.
Don't go away. Action to play. See you in a moment.
So, ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, it's time for some karate action here on our main tatami. Next bout, female kata bronze medal match. Female kata bronze medal match. So we are ready, our referees are ready. Female kata bronze medal match on the way.
So, Douglas, here we go. The first of the bouts that we're going to be witnessing here, and it's Team Italy who are making their way to the tatami. First of all, their chosen kata is Ohan, and Team Italy. They're made up of Tiana Dionofrio, Michela Rizzo, and Elena Roversi.
Yes, this first bout, it's this bout is a traditional bout from, especially here in Europe, Italy against Spain. So two great teams, and let's see their performance.
Now, Team Italy are the current world silver medalists. They won that medal in Budapest.
Budapest, yes.
Losing only in the final to the sensational Japanese team. Team Spain are also sensational because they took the other bronze medal in Budapest.
Yeah.
So this is a head-to-head now, match-off, because in the World Cup, there is only one bronze medal.
Yes, and the most particular, it will be, of course, after kata, we'll have the bunkai, and this is something is very unique for our sport.
So, Douglas, for those viewers that are not familiar with that term, bunkai, can you explain what that means?
No, so the bunkai, it will be the application of the kata. So now you can see some movements. Of course, we have some different styles and different lines to follow, but after you'll see the real application of this kata, of these movements that they are doing alone, of course, in three, but in some minutes we'll see. Right now, we'll see the application of all this kata.
So the first part of the kata is being performed. The clock, as you see in the background, 3 minutes 17 seconds are showing. That is the allocation left from the 5 minutes where the teams have to start and finish. And they start with a bow and they finish with a bow.
Exactly. They have to perform kata, also bunkai in 5 minutes.
Well, that's a great start for Team Italy.
Yes, very dynamic.
Wow. Wow. Brilliant performance so far.
Yeah. And you can feel that they're fighting against each other. You can feel it. This is something different. When you see the bunkai, you see they're fighting.
And people who don't know much about kata, the basic kata is the shapes, the kion. That's the blocks and the strikes and the punches. And that, if it's like a language, it's like the words have been brought together as a sentence to mean things. And the kumite, the freestyle, that's the spoken language.
Yeah. So you see the combination between strikes, between defense, punch, and kicks. You know, in different positions for kicks, not only regular kick when you stand up, but also different kicks that we have in kata, like in the ground. And you can see all these techniques in kata, and you can see they are applying this on bunkai.
Still 1 minute 44 seconds left to go. And the rules don't stipulate that it is one or two or three of the players that have to take part in the defensive positions in the center. For example, in Team Turkey, in the male team, Ali Sofoğlu dominates that position. Sensational athlete. But this team are rotating.
Yes, both are, the three of them are applying the kata.
And that tap on the side is to say that's enough, it's starting to hurt too much, release. That red square that you see, that's referred to as the tatami. In Kumite, the athletes have to stay within that red area, otherwise they could be warned or penalized. But that's not the case, is it, Douglas, in Team Kata? The athletes can go off that red square, it's not a problem.
Yes, there are no problem. There are no limit, let's say like that. Like in Kumite that we have the red line as a limit, there are no limit there, so they can perform and all the tatami. And you see sometimes they cross, but this is not a problem.
Very clever piece of choreography.
Very nice throwing.
And bunkai, there's no prescribed way it should be done, is there?
Yeah. I mean, you can, of course, the athletes, the coach, they have to be creative, not only punch and kick. So it's because why you see many throw-ins, and this is nice because this is also karate. Karate is one of the unique sports that you can punch, you can strike, punch, you can kick, and you can make sweepings. And this is almost, I think, is the most completely martial art.
Well, now the team will leave the tatami, and the coach, Chinrya Kolikomo, will be sitting anxiously waiting to see whether or not her team are going to be lifting this medal. As Team Spain make their way to the area, their choice of kata is Anan. Team made up of Maria Lopez Pintado, Gemma Morales Ozuna, and Raquel Roy Rubio.
Yeah, there are two things: to be at home, to perform, that sometimes you feel this pressure, but sometimes you feel this motivate for the crowd, and this is also good.
And those of you who watched the Tokyo Olympics and that fantastic athlete Sandra Sanchez lift the Olympic title, taking it off the fabulous Kyoshimizu, who maybe felt that pressure of, she was in the Budokan, she was in Tokyo. Was that pressure too great?
Against Japan.
Yes, and representing Japan in the final.
So no, that moment was amazing to see how our sport are unique, and how our sport can be strong in all countries around the world.
And it truly is a global sport. Right from the bottom, the grassroots, the clubs in all towns and villages around the world, up to the elite. And now, of course, they have to qualify. These teams have to qualify.
Yeah.
And that was an incredibly difficult process, wasn't it?
Yeah, this new format for the World Cup, it's not easy to be here between the 20 best countries and teams of the world. It's not easy to be here. And so the 20 teams that are here in each division, Kumite male and Kumite female, Kata male, Kata female, they are they should be very proud, because it's not easy to be in the best 20 in the world.
Well, that completes the first element of the kata, Anan, as they move on to the bunkai, the explanation of those techniques. I think it's going to be a difficult job for the coach,
yes.
the judges.
For the
it's
judges.
a difficult job for the coaches to sit and watch this, because they can do nothing about it now, can they? That was excellent again.
You feel this Mawashi. It was a very good Chudan Mawashi.
And that Chudan Mawashi is that the roundhouse kick to the body, and there's the hooking kick to the head. There are techniques in the bunkai that are not allowed in Kumite.
Yes, you can see almost of those techniques you can see in Kumite. You can see Mawashi Chudan or Mawashi hold kick, and so this make our sport very unique.
And what about the jumping Tobi Yoshiro Ura Mawashi, made famous by one Douglas Bruce in the final? Jumping, spinning heel kick, unbelievable.
Wow, very dynamic.
And there's an open hand shuto uki. A shuto, a strike to the throat there. Not the block, but the strike.
And you can feel the energy in their face, that they are really fighting against each other.
The back view there of the coach, Fran Salazar. Also a fabulous athlete and champion in his own right. Still 1 minute on the clock. Have to be precise with that kick to the throat, don't you? There's no margin for error.
And you see the combination is very, very close to the kata, almost exactly the same kata.
Which is the objective of the bunkai. It's
Yes.
not to demonstrate gymnastics.
Exactly.
It's to demonstrate the moves in the kata.
Perfect.
Because that's part of the education now. Salazar as coach. Senor Salazar is awaiting the outcome of this decision. Team Spain going to take the bronze medal, or is it going to be Team Italy? You'll see the graphic come up in a moment with the scores along the bottom, and you can follow those as they progress through.
I'm very curious about this notes because both are performing very well.
Here we go. How's it going to turn out? 8-2, 8, 8-3, 8-6. 8-3, 8-6.
Oh.
Looking good for Spain. 8-4,
Still looking good
8-6.
for Spain.
8-4, 8-7. Yes, it's absolutely nailed on. 8-5, 8-9, 8-7, 8-9. And an absolute clean winner. 43.4 against 41.9. And the bronze medal goes to Team Spain.
Yes, they did a very good job. And this feeling to win a medal at home is something different. For sure, they will not sleep this night. They will be very happy because of that.
Well, all smiles, and why not? They thoroughly deserved that victory.
No.
The choreography in the bunkai was excellent, wasn't it?
Yes. And also very dynamic and very real, very real. You can, I could feel they are fighting very real, and this is, I think this gives to the referee more energy, and this can show to the referee more energy about the kata.
So they were the world bronze medalists in Budapest. They are the current European team champions, and now they are the bronze medal winners in the female team kata in the first of the Karate World Cup.
Yes, I mean, it's to be in the podium of the world is not easy, especially now with this first event at the World Cup for teams. It's one more time, it's a historic moment. Spain did a great history right now to take this bronze medal. They did also in kata male, so they did a good job.
Y en breves instantes comenzaremos con la gran final. Gran final que van a protagonizar Japón y Portugal.
Some really exciting shots there, wasn't there, Douglas?
Yeah.
Throws, takedowns, kicks, strikes, blocks. everything.
Yeah, and when you see in slow motion, you see that they are touching each other. They are fighting.
Yeah, oh yes.
So you can feel the hand. You can see the yokogeri and the neck was something nice, very nice.
And when it's done at full speed, the precision has to be absolute precise.
Yes. Look, this World Cup.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another showdown. Female Kata gold medal match. Female Kata gold medal match.
Now, the gold medal bout, the gold medal match between two fantastic teams. The first to be making their way, which is Team Portugal. Now, that's the first time we've ever seen Team Portugal in this position.
Yes.
They came through, they weren't one of the favourites, it has to be said, to get into this situation because they didn't have any continental records. They haven't had any world medals before. It's a bit of a shock, isn't it?
It's historic. They need a very good. I was watching the qualifications during the round robin, and also after in the semi-final, quarter-final, and semi-final, they did good, very good, and it's a surprise, a big surprise for us.
Because you can't say, having come through the round robin, where you have 4 matches, you come through the quarter-final, you come through the semi-final. There's not any luck involved.
Yeah, we have the better here for sure. If you are in the final, you are for sure you are on the best of the world, especially with this system, with the system of round robin, with systems quarter-final, semi-final. You have to be the better one.
The best.
Exactly.
Look at this team and the gold embroidery on those shoulders. That signifies the fact that they are indeed world champions. Now, I have to say, Portugal are a fabulous team. They've done incredibly well. But my word, Japan, 8 times world champions. Not necessarily the same players, but I have to let you know that these are the same players that won the world title in Budapest.
Yeah.
And they've stayed together.
Natasha Fernandez, Ao, Team Japan, Ishibashi Shaori, Mishujami Chigo, and Taira Sai. Aka will perform Kudrufa, Ao will defend Unsu. Ladies and gentlemen, the female Kata gold medal match is ready.
So, 2 different katas. Kurorumfa, fantastic kata. I love this one. Made famous, some may argue, by Riku Sami.
Yes,
Paris
I remember.
Bercy.
Yes.
Standing ovation, 16,000 people watching. Absolutely sensational.
In Paris, right? I think it was in Paris also. She won, and so she did it very good. Kurorumfa, yeah.
Kurorumfa. So watch out for that. That's a fabulous kata, and that's going to be performed now by Team Portugal. Look out for the synchronization of the teams. Really important. Jorge Pereiro is the coach for the team. Synchronization is one of the considerations. The stances, timing, the breathing, all of which form part of the judgment of those officials who are looking on. And they are located at the side of the tatami, behind the boards. Watch the feet. Are they turning at the same time? Are their feet in the same angle? Are the balances in the stances and the weight distribution correct?
Yes, and you feel the breath when they finish the movement. You feel the breath. You feel this contraction of the abs, so you can feel this breath.
And they're not allowed to make any external cues. They can't give any little hints to their teammates when to move. Their training is responsible for allowing them to perform the kata in their own way, but that way has to be exactly the same as the other two. Impressive.
Yes.
See why they have made their way to the final. They don't have, and they have to do different katas. It's not just one kata.
Yeah,
they have to do different katas on the way through.
All the way you have to change the kata, and this is, of course, you have to training a lot, because you have to have not only one kata, but maybe at least 5 or 6.
Yeah,
plus bunkai.
Exactly. Yeah. And each team is allowed to have a reserve. That reserve may come in to play, because with so many kata performances and so many rounds, there is the possibility of injury.
Yes, I mean, it's because it's you are fighting. Also in kata, of course, you turn your body strong to not be injured, but sometimes with the speed, with the velocity, you can be hurt. And in the bunkai, more than ever, because you are fighting.
So all of your team have to be prepared properly. They have to have absolute great timing and ready to step in and take the place of one of their partners and be able to slot straight in there with perfect synchronization. Much more difficult than you would expect. You can't do that in Kumite.
It's different, yes. I think it's the first time that I haven't saw it. It's different.
Still 1 minute, 4 seconds on the clock.
I see the last actions. Good performance, not only for kata but also for the bunkai.
Well, they're not able to make any difference now to the scores. Those scores, as you heard that beep, have been put into the computer. Judges have made their evaluation as Team Portugal leaves the tatami to await the arrival of the incredible World Championship team, going for their 9th world title, but this is the first of the Karate World Cup. Team made up of Shiori Ishibashi, Chiho Mizuki Kami, and Said Taira.
They will perform Unsu, Shotokan Kata.
4 major styles of karate: Shotokan, Shitoru, Goju-ryu, and Wado-ryu. Origins from cities in Okinawa: Nahate, Tamarate, and Shirote. Kata evolved over hundreds of years. but as tradition, has to be performed in a specific way.
What a synchronization.
Perfect.
Yes.
Fudadachi, Zenkutsudachi, Hibadachi, all of the stances that make up karate.
Yes.
Now for the jump and turn, see and watch the landing, is the timing correct, hand positions in the same place. Last techniques of the kata, return with a high block and punch, and then they'll move on to the bunkai. Very polished team performance.
Yes,
Goodness.
strong, very strong team, and good kime and also good timing to when they finish the movement, you can feel the kime, stance, and everything finish at the same time.
Yes, and that's about the transition, which is a key consideration. Also, you have to get that perfect. A nod of approval from the coach Furukawa Tetsaya. Two classic moves from Onsu. There's nods of approval from the audience, that's for sure. And the wonderful thing about particularly the Spanish audience is that they are so knowledgeable.
Yeah.
And they do appreciate the quality of the karate they see. Again, that high Maigo, tremendous sequence of bunkai. Again, nods from approval from.
It's very similar to the male team. They did almost the same.
Yes.
Because it was the very dynamic, especially this part, because both did the onsu in the final. And yes, was something amazing.
The back kick again to the throat area. Perfect control as well.
Yeah.
Are we looking at the winners, Douglas?
Yes, yes, they did it very. I mean, it's just
listen to the audience.
Crowd. Yes. They recognize that was very great.
They're standing in the stadium. Fabulous
yes.
Performance of Kata.
This is karate. This is karate.
Let's see what those scores tell us. How did the judges see it? Do they see it the way the audience has seen it? Do they believe Japan will be the World Cup winners?
Yeah, I would say 9.5, 9.6, 9.4 for
high
Japan.
Scores, high
yes,
scores.
Very high scores. I would like to say
Let's
that.
have a look. 8-4, 8, 8-6, 8-6, 8-6, 8-6. Much tighter than you would expect. 8-6, 8-6, 8-6, 8-7.
Ooh.
8-8, 8-9. Oh, so tight. 8-9, 8-9. Oh, my word. What? Not so sure that graphic is correct.
Let's check, yes.
The score was awarded in a different way. It's changed.
Oh, yes, it's changed.
Yes.
Japan, yes.
Absolutely. But that was an emotional moment, and it gasps of concern. But in the end, it was a strong win, and it went indeed to
They
the
performed very good in the
sensational
yes.
team. Female Kata World Cup winners, Team Japan. You can see tears of joy. Sensational. Wow. Excellent. That's the 9th world title in the last 12 editions. And the other 4, by the way, were silver.
Yes, I mean, it's one more time. It's not easy to be in the World Cup final, for especially in Kata. We know there are many other countries very strong, but Portugal did a very good job. And congratulations, Portugal. Congratulations, Japan. What a great performance here.
Y hasta el momento los únicos conjuntos que han presentado pleno en el podio son la selección de Japón con 3 oros y España también con 3 bronces. Son los 3 combinados que hasta el momento han ocupado lugar en todas las ceremonias.
Just stay with us. We will be having a medal ceremony in just a few moments. But Douglas, just an opportunity to reflect on your work as part of the Athletes Commission. Now you're representing those athletes, both Kumite and Kata.
Yes.
How do you find the communication within the organisation? Are there regular meetings with team members? You're all from different parts of the world.
Yes, we have 6 members from different parts of the world. We use the technology and use the online meetings almost every month to talking about, and also each athlete, as a member of the Athletes Commission, has the job to collect and to talk with another athletes and listen them what they need or what they expect, and we try to bring all this information to our commission, to our chairman, that's Davide Benetello, and we try to bring that to the organization. But we always trying to find good ways and how to become, or how our sport can become much more fair for all athletes and during the competition.
Yes, because on the tatami, you come off the tatami as either a winner or sometimes, in your opinion, a loser. But we're always learning.
Yeah.
from defeat, whatever the circumstance. It's great to be a winner, but nobody can be a winner forever.
Yes, and this is the meaning of karate. When we start karate, before to be a sportsman, before to be an athlete, we are karatekas. So we learn these values that karate bring to us. Karate teach to us these values, and this is one of the values that you know, you have to create this energy to just keep going and going again and try again. And we learn this with karate.
And that's absolutely great, because, and you're a great example of that, because you've come off the tatami as an athlete and you've joined the Athletes Commission. You want to bring them that voice, to air the frustrations that you experienced along the way and how you overcame them, and that's a real credit to you and to all of the members of the Athletes Commission. And how is it measured? Because I know that you're elected, aren't you? There's an election process.
Exactly.
And that usually takes place in the World Championships, doesn't it?
Yes, and next year, and next 25 in Egypt, during the World Championship, we'll have the elections for the 2 new members of the Athletes Commission. So all the national federations can register an athlete to be elected and to be voted, to be part of the Athletes Commission. And it's important if all nations can send one representative, because this is our voice, and it's important to athletes to be always involved also in this side of the outside of the tatami, let's say like that. Not only inside of the tatami, but also outside of the tatami.
Sensational. We're ready for the medal award ceremony now. And the dignitaries are ready.
President of the World Karate Federation. Bronze medal, Team Spain, España.
Team Spain taking the bronze medal. Another significant change. Instead of having 2 bronze medals, there's now just the single bronze medal. So that's a tough place to be, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it's not easy. I mean, it's one more time to be here between the 20 and the best in the world, and to be in the podium is not easy. And as you can see, we saw only three athletes perform the kata, but you can see 4 in the podium. There are 1 plus. There's like a reserve, and can be there if any problem happens. Exactly like in Kumite, you have 1 more.
But their commitment, ability, and skill must be equal to their teammates.
Yeah.
So it's time now for silver medal. Please welcome Team Portugal. Team Portugal.
Team Portugal worked so hard, did so well, got themselves in a great position. For a millisecond or 2, they believed they were world champions, and then everything changed.
Everything changed.
And that must have cost them dearly on their emotional. That must have been a real roller coaster there.
That was very close. I was thinking that can be...
exactly, the way the scores were coming out. You think it was the bunkai that made the difference?
Maybe can be the bunkai, because kata, Japan did perform a very synchronizing, strong kata. But at the end, if you are here on the podium, everyone can win, because they are very, very close from each other.
An elite competition in any sport at world level, at the best of the best, it's the margins that make the difference, isn't it?
Exactly.
You see in 100-meter sprints,
Yeah.
the winner wins by 100th of a second, 200ths of a second. In karate, we can see the title change hands in the last 2 seconds of a bout.
Yeah, we see many fights in Kumite, special. They change the results in last 3 seconds. I especially remember that my first world medal, gold medal in Serbia 2010, I won in the last 3 seconds. So I was missing the fight for 2-1, and I just did a ippon 3 seconds before to finish the match. And so it was, so this is karate is incredible because of that. You can you can change the results, and you can change your history in the last seconds.
Now time for the world champions, and the captain going to receive the World Cup from the president of the World Karate Federation, Mr. Antonio Espinos. Get ready for the hoisting. There it is. That secures the female team Kata of Japan as Karate World Cup winners. World champions again. As a nation, 9 times. In the last 12 years, that's it.
Oh,
I mean, the last 12 editions, not 12 years, last 12 editions, which takes us over 20 years. Incredible.
Yeah, and also in the last World Junior.
Just time for the national anthem. Fantastic. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Douglas, but
No, sorry.
you have to, of course.
No, in the last Junior World Championship in Venice this year, Japan also dominate the overall medals.
Yes.
So they are doing a very good job, and not only in Kata but also in Kumite.
Your medalists for the female team Kata World Karate Cup.
Thank you very much. And now let's have one more picture. Only the competitors. And just a quick reminder. Bronze medalist, Team Spain. Silver medalist, Team Portugal. And gold medalist of this category, female Kata.
It's a beautiful picture, isn't it? Bringing all the teams up onto the tatami.
Historic picture.
Karate World Cup for national teams is proving to be a sensational event, isn't it?
Yes. At the beginning, people are nobody knows how it will be going and it will be running, but we see that it's a success. You see the integration of the teams. You see that this competition creates different kind of preparation as well for the countries, because they're preparing different ways, because it's a team competition. So they did they have very good idea when they do this.
So it's time to go back with the boys. It's time for a new category, new match. Male Kumite bronze medal match. Male Kumite bronze medal match.
Moving on to the Kumite bronze medal bout. And this is an area of your expertise. Apart from the expertise that you have with Kata, this is your specialism,
Yes.
isn't it, Douglas?
Yeah, no, Kumite, it's at the beginner. When I start karate, I did both Kata and Kumite until my 18, 19. But after I become professional and specialize in Kumite, and we'll see a very great match here today.
We see Team Japan coming out onto the tatami and the weight divisions that they represent: plus 84 kilogram, plus minus 75, minus 67, and plus 84. So some big guns there, but they do have lightweights in there as well. Not in terms of their ability, of course, but literally a minus 67 kilo in Yugo. Team Italy getting themselves ready. Minus 67 kilo Luca Maresca, again using a mixture of the weights. Minus 84, minus 75.
So here we are, our competitors.
Eva Altman from Germany, the center referee, as both these teams line up and get ready.
The male Kumite bronze medal match is ready.
We'll make the formal bows as the teams prepare. And they don't know, each team don't know what the fighting order might be, and that's a closely guarded secret, isn't it, Douglas? They don't let their opposition know who's going to come out number one.
Yes.
Leave that to the very last moment. Team Italy were bronze medalists in Budapest. They were world champions in Dubai in 2021. They are the current European champions. We have Shimada out for Japan and Minardi for Italy in blue.
And both are for the minus 84. We know that in Kumite team there are no weighting categories, but one was lucky or not, I don't know. But we have two athletes for the same division.
And as you say, they're in the same division, so they may well have come across each other on the tatami in the individuals, and perhaps that's why they are so wary of their opponent.
Yes, usually in the first seconds of the match, they try to study, they try to make some trick just to check what your opponent wants and how is he's feeling about the fight. And we know that each point it's important, especially the first one, because of the century.
And you see that signal the referee is giving, that rolling of arms. That's a passivity warning that will go to each of them. And that's a yellow card, as you can see on the graphic. That's a warning each. They get 4 yellow cards. The next would be red, and that would be Hansoku, and they'd lose the bout. Okay, there was a front hand punch from Minardi, but that superb counter punch from Shimada.
Yeah. Very good counter from Japan.
That's a Yuko score, and there will be a century that goes with that.
And the timing, the target was perfect, really, really perfect. We had 4 flags.
And those judges are seated behind the scoreboards in the corners. They have the clickers, and so they can press the score for either a 1 point, 2 point, or 3 points. And if 2 of the judges agree that there's a score, then the score will be given. one gives a high score and the other gives a low score, the higher score will be awarded. Unless there are three, in which case there's a majority decision. That's the second yellow card for Shimada. Still only one score between them, a Yuko, a 1 point score. As we go just past the halfway stage. Shimada again unleashing that Yuko. Now there's a video review request put in from one of the coaches, and that is from the coach of Minardi, who believes that there was a score.
It was a kind of Kitsami or Uraken and very close to the target, but let's see. I think it's maybe it's far away for the target.
There was a front hand. He certainly fired in fast, but was the arm straight, do you think, Douglas? Was it too far away,
yes,
or was it on target?
Maybe too far away a little bit.
And
no, not too many impact. And
because it was like a kind of a snap punch and a back fist. It was a half between the two, wasn't it? And then he turned his face away afterwards a little. I don't know whether the judges will be happy with this to give a score. They're looking very closely. Was it at the extreme of its potential, or was it a valid score?
Yeah, it was completely extended, but was close to the target.
So it's very close, wasn't it? It was within the tolerance, but they still are deciding. Ah. And it's been declined, and I think it could have been declined on a couple of points. One is maybe there was no potential for it to go any further, and the other was he turned his face completely away, and so his
and in the video you can check this. In the video you can check those details very in slow motion with the technology. Sometimes our technique is too fast, and you cannot check especially these details. But here with a VR card, you can check all these details.
And not taking the speed. The speed was phenomenal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Of those punches. And certainly Shimada would have to be very wary of that coming in again. This time it was a kick to the body from Minardi. Feeling strong on that, but the coach doesn't have a card now. 38 seconds still on the clock. Shimada still defending that 2-point lead. He has the century advantage. Once more, he's successful. That's a third score now, a 1-point score. That long punch once again over the top. Came in twice there, front hand followed by the reverse punch from Minardi. 17 seconds still to go. Shimada's closing him down with trying those kicks. His movement on the tatami is so good, isn't it?
Yeah, and now I try to not only go away, but to close the distance and go to the clinch, and at the same time move backward.
Now, as we go with the last 10 seconds to go, Minardi's clawed back one of those points. You can see that replay on the right and the action on the left. It's time up. So that is a very important win for Japan. Italy trails by that first one score. Lifting the spirits of the fighter who comes out second, and we have Yamaguchi for Japan, and we have Avanzini of Italy. Avanzini and Yamaguchi both in the plus 84 kilogram, the heaviest weight in the divisions.
Yes, Avanzini, the number 9 of in the ranking. So it's you see, it's a good athlete.
And
They're
the
good
ranking
quality.
you refer to is the world individual ranking, isn't it?
Yeah.
At the moment, teams aren't ranked, but who knows? There are so many opportunities and changes. So
We know ranking, of course, ranking it's important, but when you go inside of the tatami, doesn't matter your
Exactly.
ranking number. If you can take advantage of the right moments, you can, because at this level, everyone are good. Everyone had good speed, good strength. So you have to be the smart one inside of the tatami.
And the teams are, when they make their selections, because the round robin system now and the World Cup has changed, it's easier, perhaps, is it better, do you think, Douglas, for teams to focus only on the individual, or
Almost.
they're looking at each other wondering why that didn't score? And it was certainly an exciting technique, but he was penalised for holding on, because you're only allowed to hold with one hand.
Exactly. You cannot hold and throw in with both hands.
Unless the only option is if you watch now on the right hand side, he's got both hands and he's pulled the legs up
Yeah.
to put the punch in, and that's why he couldn't score.
I have video reveal from Yamaguchi.
So 1 minute 38 seconds to go. Yamaguchi's still on 1 yellow card. Avanzini on 2. The graphic doesn't show any scores, but there are scores on the board.
It's the Kizami. Let's see
First
if it was in
match
the target.
has gone to Japan. There's the punches going in at the same time. Red goes over the top, and it's red that's being asked for consideration.
Maybe it was too short. Let's see.
There's the front. The front hand went over the shoulder, and from that angle, it looked pretty good. Douglas, did it?
Yes, look in the target. Let's see if they will interpret that was short, but can be a point. Look, it's
There's
good
the
time.
punch. He's
Yes,
gone
that's it.
over the top of the hand,
Yeah,
and then the punch from
and timing
Avanzini
was
came in second.
Exactly, and timing was perfect. Here coming out and Yamaguchi throwing the Kizami.
For you, would you feel that's a good point?
Yeah.
Let's watch again. There's the punch. He comes up. He could read that attack from Avanzini. He was waiting for him as Avanzini came in. And there's the score. And now he gets the senchu, so that 3-1 win in the first bout gives Japan the lead, but now we have Japan taking their second point in the second round. Italy's Avanzini now claws that 1 point back. That was better from Avanzini, wasn't it, Douglas?
Yes. Yeah, and you see who's starting first are taking the points. Look.
So sharp, so
Yes.
sharp, Yamaguchi. Two points to 1. This is a bout that Avanzini would really like to take.
Even when they are winning, it's like a Japanese style. They don't like to go too much backward. They're still moving. They're still moving forward. Look.
Both these teams continental champions this year. They're very similar in levels.
Yeah, it was strong contact. There are no points for Yamaguchi.
2 yellow cards each. The speed, the ducking and turning to try and get out of trouble, but Yamaguchi once again takes a Yuko 1-point score. You see on the right has that kick slip through from Avancini. But he does get a Yuko, all 4 judges going for it. Side kick to the body, not quite on target. Avancini, 45 seconds, tries a high booking kick, goes in low to the body, didn't quite get there. Yamaguchi trying to defend his corner, comes back with that counter punch once again.
But the coach, good counter, good counter attack.
Very, very good. But there was a good solid attack from Avancini.
And Yamaguchi made Avancini make
Here's the replay on
mistakes.
The bottom right-hand side. You see on the right of the screen, it did a double punch.
Yes.
The first one was too short. The second one is being looked at. Could that be
the
a
second
score?
one can be a point. And both techniques are simultaneous.
So here is the opportunity to look. First one goes in low, stays on him. So watch for blue to go punching high, then punching with the backhand. There.
Yes.
Now Yamaguchi scored the point, but if Yamaguchi was second, he still keeps his point.
He's still keeping his point.
But if Avancini is first, he will get the point as well. So now it is, was it on target? Was it before Yamaguchi's punch, or was it at the same time?
I think was a little bit before, but for sure they will award this point. Look, yes.
They've accepted it, and quite right too. It had all the great trademarks there.
And this feeling for athlete and also for the coach, it's important to request, because
yes,
sometimes it's too fast, referees cannot score.
Now.
And because why we have the video review, one more.
Now it's getting really exciting.
Yes.
As we go into the last 30 seconds. They have 4 points for Yamaguchi at the moment, 3 points to Avancini. The judges, or at least 2 of the judges, have recommended a score here. The doctor's just having a look at the athlete. Got a knock in the face. Avancini. You see the coach looking upward, but there's a huge screens above the arena that the audience are able to monitor everything.
Yeah.
That's going on out live.
Yamaguchi still have with the advantage of the Senshu.
Makarete telling the fighters to separate. 4 points each. Senshu still remains with Japan. And Yamaguchi now being warned for a 3rd time for not stopping when the referee gave the command to Wakarete. into the last 15 seconds we go. Avancini still has to overcome that Senchu. Otherwise, it will be a win to Japan. Coach calling for a video review.
Yes, for Gyakozuki Chudan.
And this is a very important call with
Yes.
just 6 seconds left to go.
Let's see if it was in the good timing. Maybe he's moving a little bit backward.
And we're looking for blue.
Yes.
Let's have a look. Was it on target? Now the question is, did Yamaguchi's arm parry the punch past? Or did it meet the target square on?
I think was they're not strong enough, because as you can see, the Japan athletes are moving backward. Look.
There.
So you cannot feel that power in the punch.
And as he moved backward, his arm came across. Did it make the punch slide past?
Yeah.
These are the things that are being considered by the video review team. And then perhaps, how did they finish the technique?
That was a set.
But it's been excellent.
Yeah.
What a fantastic finish we have. We've got 6 seconds left now. Watch for Yamaguchi to come off the line. Avancini's going to have to stand his ground. Yamaguchi must score at least 1 point to take this win. And there's the side kick. And there's a video review request being asked for by both of the coaches. Now there's the clock shows no time left, but the video review, the clock at the moment is white, but on the video review it is still red. As long as it's still red, it's still time to score. There's the side kick from Avancini. If that scores, it's a 2-pointer. If it misses, it's no score, and then it is the consideration for Yamaguchi's punch. So let's have a look.
Yes, that is that is a good view. Let's see the Yokogeri.
There's the kick.
Yes, but I think it's out.
And then there was the punch that Yamaguchi was hoping would be called. As he comes up, the kick goes in, and he moves across. Just a second. So there's the kick.
Yes, go out, I think. And the second
And
punch.
there was the punch.
Yeah.
Now, were either of them good enough?
No, I don't think it was good enough. For both. Even Avancini with Yokogeri, and also Yamaguchi with the last Gyakosuki, I think was a little bit out. Maybe they need to check another camera, but I don't think so.
Or is that? Watch the punch from Yamaguchi. There's the kick. You see that? Here's the punch. Was the punch? It was almost like the hand was on the shoulder, and it was the hikate that gave the illusion of a punch.
And was one important point is because was in the on time.
So blue's not accepted, and red's not accepted.
Yes.
But when you looked at the punch, his hand was actually on his shoulder, and he pulled it back as though that there had been a punch.
Yeah.
So clever, but I don't think it fooled the judges. So that was a really important call, the earlier one, to get that point for Avancini. That now levels the score, 1 win each, as we go into the third bout. Yoshimura for Japan and Fiore for Italy. Quiet start because we're now starting, we're in the halfway stage of the bout, having 2 matches gone so far. We have 2, 4, 6, we have, 7 points in total for Japan and 7 points in total for Italy. all square, and they've all been scored on Yuko, 1 point.
Yeah.
So it's almost as though we start again.
Exactly. Yeah, it's almost 0-0. Now the competition will start again.
Yeah. and that to a point is why you can see these two fighters are just being very, very cautious.
Yes.
Because they know that it's like the first match again. And as if the first two counted for nothing. Yoshimura in red for Japan and Fiori in blue for Italy.
Sulla finta lo inchiodi.
The Karate World Cup, Navarra Pamplona 2024. World Cup for national teams.
Qua come andato con te? Come andato qua con te? Sì, sulla finta è tuo, Sulla finta gli parte.
Little impatience being detected from the audience. They want a bit more action. Both going in this time. There was a punch from Fiori. There was a kick from Yoshimura.
The side kick.
The Yoko Geri, the side kick, a 2-point score.
And you see how you cannot make a mistake inside of the distance in this level of competition. If you make a mistake inside of if you go inside of the distance without action, without nothing, in this level, your opponent will take advantage of this and will score for sure.
Sensational hooking kick to the head. That's a 3-point score.
Mante, fatti sentire, non ti fare caricare. Sempre propositivo tu.
Matteo Fiori using his legs with tremendous effect.
Yeah.
There it is on that right-hand side. You saw the replay on the split screen. There's that Yoko Geri side kick now. The question would be, there is a video review request, but did it slip past? Did seem to meet the target, but did it slide past the body?
It slide a little bit. Now we can check better, but I think it slide a little bit.
And that's the decision made by the video review referee. No score, no card. Italy narrowly ahead overall at this stage by just one Yuko score. Head in hands time. Don't look, I can't look. Tension's running high. You see the teammates sitting there anxiously. They're not allowed to walk around, warm up. That must be frustrating for you as an athlete.
Yes, it's not hard. Now we talk, and also our commission talk with the organization, so the next athlete that will fight can be stand up a little bit and prepare in warming up, because let's say that you are the number 5 in the Kumite team, so you have to wait maybe 25-30 minutes to fight.
Yes, but so, you're going to be cool and calm.
Yeah, so this is important. So you can see the next athletes, they already stand up, they start to move in a little bit, and this is important for athletes as well.
And this is a classic example of why there should be an athletes commission.
Yes, this is one of the points that because when we talk to athletes and when we leave this, we feel this necessity. So it's because why when you try to bring this information to the commission is to give some benefit for the athletes, especially in the professional way, to become warm, to be ready to perform as much as we can.
Oh, right at the close there was a point. Yoshimura.
Yeah, they have to check if it was inside of the time.
And there it is. You'd have to look to see if the clock, because the scoreboard is showing the point, it's not showing the clock. And that's why the referee's gone over to speak with the Kata, the official at the side of the tatami, and they can scrutinize the clock to see if indeed that technique went in. Just to remind you, if the clock, watch, the clock is red, it's white. So, what's the score when it was red? If it was, it's a point. If it was white, it's not.
Yes. I think was together, almost together. We need to
in
check
which case,
one more time.
you can score at the same time the bell sounds. That's... So, let's have a look. Watch, 1.42 seconds. Watch the clock, it's still red, 0.6 of a second. Watch the clock. Does it turn red or white? It's red, and then it turns white.
That's the point.
So therefore, it was a score. And it was the senchu that made the difference.
Yeah.
So that puts the advantage sitting now,
the video...
2 wins to 1.
Yes, and it's because why video is very important, because sometimes we cannot see these with your eyes because it's too fast, and sometimes you cannot check the at the same time timing and the technique, and this become our sport more fear.
Exactly, and that's why you have that change of color from red to white. Then you can study both. You can see the change of color. If the technique is not quite there, it's not a score. If it's so that's an excellent opportunity to see how the technology has improved in this sport. And it also shows the margins you talked about earlier, how tight it is between success and failure.
And failure, yes.
So we have Sakiyama for Japan in red. We have Pietro Machi for Italy wearing the blue, who takes the lead, and he takes the senchu in this incredibly important bout, the 4th of 5. As you can see in grey on the graphic.
And you can see in the last rounds, you see the athletes start fighting at the beginning of the match, because they already know the result of the last match. So you see in less than 25 seconds, you see many actions.
Absolutely right. Good counter punch from Pietro Machi.
One more time, in that level of the fight, you cannot make a mistake. If you make a mistake, they will take advantage, and we're training for that. I mean, this is the difference between the high level of competition. If you made a mistake, you're done.
Yes. But then there was, in the blink of an eye, another point scored, but this time it's gone to Team Japan.
47 seconds and a lot of actions. This is very good.
Still only 1/3 of the way through the bout.
And you see the difference of the schools. You see the Japan, they fight much more in line, and you see the Italian just move one side and another, so they change the angle all the time. So this is the difference between the schools. Well, it's the same competition, same rules, but you see the tactics, are different.
See that Sakiyama's trying to close down his opponent in the corner. Pietro Machi has to take a jogai, a step off the mat. He get a yellow card. So that's the only concern. Here's up, goes down Mawashi. Great skill. Didn't meet the target. That front hand punch certainly did, though. That's going to be another Yuko score, another 1-point score.
Niente mezze tecniche, niente calcio a metà.
And this is a very important match for Italy. They have to win this one.
They do indeed. They're trailing 2 wins to 1 at the moment, Team Italy. But they're leading in this fourth bout. 3 points to 1. They have the sensu advantage. Fast front hands. And there's Sakiyama looking for the point. Brings one of those Yuko scores, 1 point scores. You see that front hand from Pietro Amachi, not quite reaching the target, but then Sakiyama comes straight back in and scores the point. Coming close to the last minute of the bout. There's the referee calling them to separate. And now just a chance as there might be a bit of running repair. Sakiyama have to change the gear. Just looking at the replays on the right there.
Oh, fagli sentire che ci sei, ma non per forza ci riandrà lo spunto, ok? Però l'importante è non ti
Team Brazil, you know those guys, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Just give him
member of
that.
the Team Brazil, yes.
Team Brazil, there you are.
Nice friends, and they did a good job here.
That was a good replay, wasn't it? It shows that the punch short from Pietro Amachi from Italy, and then Sakiyama taking the score. So the rules are that if the gi is ripped, then they have to change it.
Yeah, they have to fix it, change it, and back again.
Okay, so in that time lapse now that we have Sakiyama, who's currently trailing, and there are thoughts going through their minds, both of them, aren't they? How do you manage those situations yourself as an athlete?
Wow, it's special with this time. I mean, it's of course, I think Pietro Marchi, he has much more responsibility of this match because it's the main match for them. If he
loses this one, that's it.
It's over.
Game over.
So I think Italian can surprise us one more time with the legs because he has very good legs.
Really playing
as I told you, yes.
Right on cue, you might say.
Yeah.
He must have heard you say that.
Yeah, you can see that he start to move into the sides and kick. And this make a difference when you fight with someone like a Japanese, in Japanese school, that they are go too straight.
.44 seconds left on the clock. Sakiyama got to come forward. Pietro Amachi fights his way out of the corner.
Va bene, 40 secondi lucido, devi combattere, ok? Niente gestione, combatti.
There's a yellow card warning.
Combatti, leggi l'errore, sull'errore suo.
It's gone to Sakiyama as we go into the last 35 seconds or so. Pietro Amachi tried to stave off his opponent, use that front hand. Sakiyama got to hunt him down. Pietro Amachi steps off the tatami as he tries to escape.
Yeah.
Won't cost him too much at the moment. He still has the sensu and he can hold on to that unless he falls foul of the rule in the last 15 seconds.
Exactly. Now they are using the rules in his favor. They're trying, yeah, of course, if you can have one more yellow card and you can use this to save time, why not?
Yeah, and he takes the sting out of the attacks from Sakiyama.
Yeah.
Sakiyama's going to be driving forward the last 25 seconds or so. Pietro Amachi loses his balance. But all of these movements, little delay tactics, they're all affecting, they're all etching away at the time, aren't they?
Yeah.
Douglas. Oh, strong side kick there from Sakiyama. Changed his tactic completely, didn't he? Good. Focusing on punching, and now he's within one score and potential of taking the win.
And it was very good side kick. So he needs one more point.
Into the last 15 seconds now. Pietro Macchi has to be careful he doesn't fall foul of the rules in the last 15 seconds. He would lose the sensu, and then there would be one score, would bring it into a draw position. There's a kick right in the back, and it's come from Sakiyama. Never give up, never give up.
You cannot make a mistake. You cannot make a mistake, not in the end of the match. Just 9 seconds left, you cannot make this type of mistake.
6 points to 5. Sakiyama now leads. He takes this match, he takes the World Cup for his team, Team Japan. Pietro Macchi desperately trying to find himself a point. He's got 1 second still on the clock. The team finding it difficult to sit there motionless.
1 point for Pietro Macchi.
Pietro Macchi's got to go forward. He's got to come off the line. Can he do it? 1 second to go. Sakiyama has a chance. He cures the win and takes the bronze medal.
What an incredible match.
In the Karate World Cup for teams. What a fabulous match.
Last 9 seconds, the match changed in last 9 seconds.
Devastation for Pietro Macchi. Up to the last 9 seconds, he was the one taking the win for the team.
Yeah, and you see the athletes who's the number 5 to fight, they're already ready to fight because they saw that Pietro Macchi are winning the match, okay, and we'll have the 5 match. But in the last 9 seconds, karate is like that. Everything can change in the last seconds.
Last seconds, absolutely. And that, but as you say, you know, when you're looking at world-class athletes, you can't change your focus for a second because your opponent is seeking out any slightest weakness, and then they will cash in.
Yes, you cannot lose one more time in this level. If you lose your attention for a few seconds, this can be a big mistake. In your championship, for example, you can win as well, and you can lose one championship if you lose your attention in the few seconds. And we see this here. I mean, of course, we are talking about 2 great athletes for both are in the same level, but the difference between one and another is who's made less mistake than other.
Yeah, absolutely right. And how that changed the dynamics of that bout between the first match, the second match, they all settled down. Third match came on, all to play for, exactly level on points, exactly level on wins. That third match, that was where it changed the fortunes, didn't it?
Yes.
Because that third match edged a win for Japan, 4 points to 3, and then of course the fourth match was all about taking risk but keeping cool.
Yeah. And what a great performance from Japan. So we have 3 golds and 1 bronze medal for Japan. So what a great performance of them.
Sensation. Just watching the replays of that bronze medal win in the Karate World Cup in Navarra, Pamplona, Spain.
Amazing.
With support from the Japanese team.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time
and the way that technology
of this 2024
has been able to
Karate
develop
World
the
Cup.
sport,
Male
this
Kumite
sensational
gold
venue that we
medal
have,
match.
Douglas,
Male
it's
Kumite
Yes,
wonderful.
it's
World Cup match.
look like a great show, and this was our deserve, because karate athletes, they train a lot to perform well, and this is the level of competition that they need to perform much more.
That's right. We have the drum, the heartbeat, Kenko drums raising the atmosphere. There's the World Cup. 7 belts, 5 representing the continent, each continent of the world, 1 representing the World Karate Federation, and the 7th pulling them together for the Karate World Cup. Wow. Some of the most amazing teams now leading out is the Islamic Republic of Iran, using teams and all of the heavyweights, apart from Morteza Mehmati from the minus 67 kilogram category. Iran being 3 times world champion, 2014, 2016, 2018, and twice they've been bronze medalists. They were 3rd in the Asian Karate Federation Continental Championships this year. They're up against tough opposition in Team Egypt. There are all the weights from the athletes who will be coming out to fight their way to golden glory if they can. Egypt, 2nd in the World Championships in 2023 in Budapest. They were 3rd on 4 occasions in the World Championships. And these are the same team members that were in Budapest and took the silver medal. They're African continental champions. So this is all the hallmarks for a fabulous final, Douglas, doesn't it?
Yes, this is Egypt and Iran. They did a very good match in the round robin. Against the Egypt group was very strong as well. I saw Egypt, Japan, Turkey all in the same pool. Also Iran with Italy, and so for sure this is, for the moment, this is the 2 best teams in the world, and we'll see this great spectaculars.
This graphic shows you the road to the bronze medal bout that they took. Egypt. I'll just remind everybody that this is in fact the gold medal bout. The graphic was showing a bronze medal for the road to the bronze medal, but this is the gold medal bout, and it's between Islamic Republic of Iran and Team Egypt. The referees make their way to their positions, and the teams make their final preparation. We do have world champions in that team, on Team Egypt. Youssef Badawi. We have the Badawi brothers, Ali Al-Sawi, Abdel Saliz, El Mastri. First 2 out, Mahmoud Asuri Kalmanjari. So, Youssef Badawi in blue for Egypt. Ashuri Gamjani for Iran. Quiet start.
Usually the first match and the first seconds are just to study, just to...
Yes, you can't expect always for athletes to come straight off the line and straight into the action, because there's so much at stake here, isn't there, Douglas?
Yeah, and for sure they study each other. They already know each other, so they know that Madawi has very good legs. So it's because why maybe Ganjami are a little bit afraid to go too much inside of the distance. I know he's taller, but look, you can see both are very afraid to go too close.
Referee calling Tasukate, that's in trying to encourage them. It's like a little private warning. Come on, guys, if you don't get engaged in combat, then I'll stop the match. I'll give you a passivity warning.
Yeah.
And that's what he's going to do.
Yes. Sometimes can be a strategy of the team to make the draw, or to make not make too many points, or try to keep with the score 0-0. Sometimes it's strategy for the team.
Yes, to look for the draw. Better to draw than lose.
Yes, for sure.
Oh, roundhouse kick to the back. That's a 2-point score every day of the week. Yosef Badawi opens the score for Egypt. There's a kick in the replay on the side screen there, and that's a Senchu that goes with it.
Trying to surprise with the Shiro Uramawashi, because nobody expects that, and it's because why you can sometimes we think it is difficult kick, but at the same time it's a surprise kick. Nobody expects that, so it's much more harder to
Quick off
block.
the front hand, wasn't he? You can see the passion in the fighter. Kick again round the back. Wakarete called. 50 seconds still to go. Badawi leading 3 points to 0. And there's that front hand once more. He certainly seems to have the measure now. How the dynamics of the bout have changed from that very slow start. There's
Yeah, and for sure the second match would be much more active as well.
Oh, yes. .30 seconds left. Ashuri Kamjani has got to put more pressure on his opponent. Yosef Badawi standing his ground. He's going to take another Yuko score. Clever block of the kick and the counter punch from Yosef Badawi. Oh, there was a strong kick from Ashuri Kamjani. That will give him confidence now. That's a 2-point score. If he can get one of those high kicks to come off with a nippon, that will make it so interesting in these last 10 seconds or so. He's going for a kick again, but now he tries to stand his ground. There's that roundhouse kick from
And 3 points.
Matsui Asuri Gamyani. But there was also a punch thrown from Badawi.
Because White House...
Watch the kick in the replay. Down the side, there's a punch, there's the kick.
So even if you score, it's important to keep your attention. It's important to keep your attention.
Exactly.
And this is important. Because now this can happen. Both can score.
3 seconds to go, and Joseph Badawi again comes back in there. Seven, 5. 3 seconds to go. Gamjani gets it. Badawi goes off the tatami as that happens, and that's not going to be a problem for him. A very important win. Wow, that really got exciting, didn't it?
Yes.
After that initial opening stage of just tying with each other.
And it's
Once
the
we got
quality
into
of the
that-
techniques.
Yes,
They're
of
very
course.
good quality, and you can see the definition of the punch and the kicks. Too clean techniques.
So we have Ali El-Sawi for Egypt, wearing the blue colours. We have Kordabachki for the Islamic Republic of Iran, wearing the red colours. The second of potentially 5 bouts, and the first bout going to Team Egypt.
زي ما انت قلت بحرك حرك وخلي بالك
آیا عقب تو میتونی توشی جوش بزنی دایی که نشسته
خلي بالك
یه نشونش بده بعد
خلي بالك من رجلك
از زمان بره به تو جا کله پسر
برافو برافو
باز نشا
Playing very cagey, both of them, aren't they? They're trying 1 or 2 techniques, but not overcommitting.
Yeah, they're still too far away of the distance. They're still too out.
Coming up to the halfway stage, still no score. El-Sawi for Egypt in blue, and Kordabachki Egypt leading 1 win to 0 in the first round. This is the second, potentially 5 bouts.
And you see Egypt are managing the match. Look, managing the tatami. Of course, they already won the first match, so they try to waiting for the good mistake to
Could it
try
come? Nearly,
score.
nearly. That foot leg sweep, the Ashibarai, nearly came off.
صح صح وهو جاي يعلم قبل بايد اللي قدام تبقى اسرع
ما شاء الله بسام
هو جاي يقفل معاه بايدك اللي قدام
یه ذره نزدیک بشی میخوری بهش مهدی راحت
سيب ابعد 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 كمان.
Korobakshi just trying to dominate the centre of the tatami. El Sawi managing to slip and slide out of the way. Is that going to be the case to the end of the bout? We're in the last 15 seconds.
Yes.
Still no score.
Maybe they will keep with the score like this.
And accept the draw.
Yeah, they will accept the draw, I think.
Just 1 second on the clock.
Yeah.
That's it. Time up. And it will indeed be a draw.
So we have a draw here. This is the bout.
No score. As you'll note, the referees rotate after each bout. Plus 84 against a minus 85 in Abdelaziz. Sensational fighter, Abdelaziz. See the difference in height between the two. Abazari for the Islamic Republic of Iran and Abdelaziz for Egypt. Abdelaziz, a world individual champion, but this is all about teams.
Yeah, but you can see this individual talents on the Egypt team. You see many,
Yes.
and also in the Iranian team. But it's of course when you fight for team, it's a little bit different.
Yes.
Yes, the Abdelaziz are waiting for the right moment to start with Kizani. They're just waiting.
That's a bit of a speciality, isn't it? The speed off that front hand. There's a lot at stake. Got to keep their focus. They have a warning for passivity, both of them. Oh, the roundhouse kick to the midsection from Abdelaziz. Abazari not happy, believing that it was blocked. But the kick goes in and the points are given. Watch on the right of the screen, the right-hand side. Did the kick go in or did it hit the arms? What is your opinion?
Yeah, I think it was in the arm, but it's too fast. So
yeah,
sometimes referees cannot see these small details.
2-point score. Oh, no question about that. That was a sensational Oromawashi hooking kick to the head from Abdelaziz.
And in very close distance. He performed this kick, look, in a very close distance.
Sensational, showing his individual world champion skills as that kick came through, hooking with the back of the heel on the head. Abazari trying a hooking kick himself. It was blocked by Abdelaziz. 1 minute, 15 seconds still to go. This is bout number 3 of 5. Egypt leading at the moment, 1 win and a draw for the second match. Can Abdelaziz cement a further win for his country? It was very close for Abazari. Coming into the last 30 seconds of the
Yeah,
bout.
that is so to do something or try just to keep with his score, but I don't think it's a good. He have to try it. 24 seconds. There's the third match. It's very important.
We see Abdelaziz just taking a deliberate jogai, a deliberate step off, to just eat up a second or two. Time wasting. Not necessarily strategic movements. Into the last 10 seconds. 7 seconds left on the clock. Abusari stays in there. There's a kick came up from Abusari. Abdelaziz just ducking. He's really out of trouble as the clock. That's it. Time up. And that's a win. 5 points to 0.
The score 5-0 in favor of Team Egypt, now leading by 2 wins.
Now, if Egypt won, last match,
That's it.
they take the cup.
This is a must-win bout for Iran.
Yeah.
If they can win this, it will go through a 5th bout. If they lose this, then they're in trouble.
Yeah. Only in 2 years again they will have another opportunity to take the cup.
Yes, that's right.
It's high-level sports like that.
So a draw is unacceptable. They have to win. Is Iran. El Masri for Egypt. Namati for Iran. Kjell Jacobsen, the referee from Norway.
Yeah, Egypt will not fight. I mean, Egypt will try to keep what.
They don't have to.
Yes.
They don't have to. It's a situation where Iran has to go forward.
An individual match, this not exist, for example, because you have to go. But in the team, you have to fight for your team. So as soon as I know that I have 2 victories and 1 draw, why I need to go? So I can wait.
Correct.
And I can use different tactics for
Now,
that.
here's a consideration, because we saw passivity given to both athletes. Okay? In an individual, if you're winning, the passivity is not against you, against your opposition.
Exactly.
The team is winning. The individual isn't.
Yes.
So, what about that thought for passivity? Should passivity be for both, or only for the one that the team is losing?
It is something that to be considered and to thinking about, yes. Just to push out other...
Why does he have to go forward? Why does he have to fight?
Yeah.
If he stays and gets a draw, his team wins. He's winning.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Worth a consideration.
Yeah, for sure.
Good counter punch that time. Asking for the card. Namati felt strongly that it was a good score. And I have to be honest, it looked okay. Watch as he comes in there. There was a double punch, but was he off balance? Was he leaning back?
I think it was not good stance.
Maybe it was maybe because he's leaning back there, isn't he? That second punch. So his body weight was he deemed off? Would he be deemed off balance? Do you feel? in this situation. Watch. He tries to sweep. As El Masri comes forward, he then there's a sweep, and he clearly looks off balance there. But then he punches with the backhand as El Masri comes forward.
I don't think it's enough power and also good stance, because look, he's one leg up and punching maybe not good. Not good.
So there's a sweep, there's a punch. It's going to be interesting to see how the video review team, and you're right, I think because he's been perceived to be off balance.
Yes.
Very close though, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's not only to hit the target, but you have to hit the target with good form, good timing, with good strength, good distance.
Still 0-0, and we are in the fourth match.
And one more time, these results is good for Egypt.
Yeah. This is a must-win fight for Iran if they want to take this gold medal. El Masri opens the score. Big smile from the coach. That's a 3-point score.
Fake Mawashi, and at that moment,
and then here goes the Mawashi.
That's it.
It was on the neck, but the neck is a scoring area.
Yes.
Oh, roundhouse kick off the back leg from Namati. Coach hasn't got a card, so he can't call it. Double kick there from... Oh, there's a roundhouse kick off the back leg from El Masri. Fantastic technique from him. Not satisfied with just drawing this bout to take the World Cup. There's that roundhouse kick off the back leg.
I just need to check if it's 3 points or 2 points. Let's see. Yeah, it's 3 points.
Two of the judges have gone for the score. The question is whether they felt they went for a 3-point score or 2-point score. The scoreboard shows 3 points.
3 points. It's totally 3 points.
And it certainly was.
Because it was too close to the chest and too fast, so maybe sometimes they can make a mistake with the joysticks. Sure. And but it's better to check and just to be fair.
40 seconds still to go. El Masri still leading, 6 points to 0. And the Senchu. Namati for Iran, desperately trying to find a way back in. It's another yellow card warning for Namati. El Masri has 3 yellow cards. With 25 seconds still to go. He doesn't want to fall foul of the rules anymore. Up goes a kick from El Masri. Last 15 seconds, and it's a frustrating strategy being applied by El Masri, and it's stopping Namati from scoring, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Now it's too hard to change this score. It's 10 seconds left, 6 points. Egypt they will take the cup.
And there is a score, and it's going in favor of Namati. But no matter what that means, it means that it's going to be a victory for Egypt. And the rest of the team are celebrating, but there's still time on the clock. Now they can celebrate officially because Team Egypt are Karate World Cup winners in the male team category.
Oh! The third win goes to Team Egypt.
Wow. All celebrations, coach saying, come on now, sort yourselves out. There is a place to celebrate, a time to do so. Line up, the official bow. Discipline, a very important part of the sport of karate, isn't it?
It's a time to bow, it's time to celebrate, it's time to always follow the principles of karate.
So important to do exactly that. But Team Egypt have such strength and depth, don't they?
No, they did an incredible World Cup. It's they deserve this cup, and yes, we'll see what's happening in the next 2 years. But until there, they are the champion of the world.
So they should be. Have to be careful with the coach. I don't want to drop him. He's an important part of the wheel, an important cog in the wheel of the machine that is Team Egypt. It's not just the players on the mat, is it, Douglas? It's the team behind the players.
Yes. Yeah, it's not easy though. To building a world title, there are many people involved, federations, coaches, and nutritionists and psychologists, and of course athletes, and they did an amazing job. Congratulations to Egypt team.
And we saw tears of disappointment from some of the players from Iran, and as coaches, you have to pick them up again.
Yes.
You have to protect them, and we talked about the health and the goodwill and looking after the athletes.
Exactly.
Win or lose, you have to take care of your athletes.
And this is the meaning of the sports, the meaning of karate. You have to accept, you have to understand, going back home and work it again. But this is not only for karate. This is something that sometimes you learn with karate, but you have to apply in your life. It's because why karate is not only for sports, it's for life.
Absolutely, absolutely. Very well said indeed. Karate certainly is a sport that everybody can enjoy regardless of age and regardless of circumstance. Kicks and punches flying in from every angle. So enjoying some of these action replays. We'll be getting ready for the final medal award ceremony. So please don't go away, stay with us.
There are kick there. Good Ramosh.
And respect.
Yes.
A big word used, but not used lightly, because it is important that in sport you have respect for your athletes.
And to be a champion, you need your opponent. Without your opponent, you cannot be a champion.
Succeed.
So you need your opponent is something. Of course, when we fight, we are, hungry from each other. But at the same time, you need your opponent. It's a part of your career. So if you get some results, not only because you, but also because your opponent, because he proved himself to try to go there to try to beat you as well. So you need your opponent.
That's an excellent point you make there. It's easy to forget, isn't it? That you can, if your mind is not quite right and you're thinking, well, I'm the best in the world and it doesn't matter about anybody else. Well, if they just say, well, we won't compete, you're just on your own.
Yes. So all the people involved on the process is important, especially your opponent.
Yeah,
because why you have to respect him, you have to give value to your opponent, because you can win today, but tomorrow you can lose. In the sport life like that, you win, you lose. It's a part of the life. This is part of the sport. But we learn with karate different values, and we have to apply this not only karate but in our life as well.
Yeah, of course. Some great pictures there. The coach being hoisted higher than the cup, possibly. Oh, that medal award ceremony will be taking place. But in the meantime, I'd just like to ask you, Douglas, about any projects that you may have coming up and what you're doing with your life outside of karate.
Yeah, no, all my life was building with karate. So not only my athlete life, but also my family, and so also my business and my life was constructed with karate. So my next plan for next years is to stay inside of karate, try to help also my federation, try to help also WKF as a member of the Athletes Commission. Also, I am a part of the Rules and Rank Commission. So we love karate. I love karate. So my next goals in these next years is to help to karate change the life for many people around the world.
Has it impacted yours? Karate for you has been your life. You just explaining that. It's your family life. It's your work. It's your passion. And what as I said, what a great ambassador for the sport you are turning out to be. You talked about the Rules and Ranking Commission.
Yes.
How does that work for athletes? The Athletes Commission, you give them a voice. The Rules and Ranking Commission, what sort of considerations do you have? We talk roughly, just for a thing, about passivity in a team event.
Yes, and this is the type of the suggestion that we can bring not only for the Athletes Commission, but also bring to the Rules and Rank Commission. Because this commission, the Rules and Rank Commission, they really took all the decisions, of course, behind the Executive Committee. But this commission, it's very important. We have very good karatekas there. They are very smart. They are very. They work very hard, and we always trying to find and to not to find the different ways to change the rule, but to simplify and to become fair for all athletes.
For example, we talked about passivity.
Yes.
Passivity in individual events and how the rules are applied.
Yes.
And passivity in team events and how the rules are applied. So it's not a change of rule, it's an application of the rule.
Exactly.
That's appropriate for the event.
Yes. It's because, of course, in the rules say the passivity, but they are looking only the match, but the match is an individual match, not the team match.
Exactly.
So if you check the global, the team match, who's leading, maybe who's leading will not get the passivity.
Yes.
Because the team are leading the match, so and every other has to go and run for the match.
It could be. I'm not saying it definitely has to, but it could be a consideration.
And this is something very nice that we can. It's not hard to apply. It's just to adapt.
Just to think.
And exactly.
Just to be conscious of it.
That's it. For sure, I will bring this ideas because why
no,
it's
it can't
nice.
Be my idea. It's your idea.
No. It's because is it nice to watch karate and to talking about with another people about karate, because we always trying to find different ways, different opinions, but at the end we want the same. We want to increase the level of karate. We want to help karate. We want to just.
And with that in mind, we have karate followers all over the world. Communication is simple through social media, through blogs and through podcasts, etc., etc. So anybody who has some thought about the rules, could they feed that in somewhere? Just about their thoughts. How can they ask questions, for example?
What we're trying to do is, of course, we don't like to make too much change on the rules, and when you need to do something, we try to do maybe in 2 years or in 3 years, just to give the time to the people to understand, to adapt. Also, not only athletes, but also the coach, the referees, and everyone who are involved in this process. They had to understand why we are doing this, and they have time also to adapt. And this happened when we changed the rules for Wakarate.
Yes.
We didn't have the Wakarate, and in the last 2-3 years we implement the Wakarate, and took some time to people, also the athletes, to understand how's working Wakarate, also the referees to manage the Wakarate. And now it's running, you can see, it's running very good.
Very well. And just for those who are not so familiar with the terminology of karate, Wakarete and Tasukate in the match, it's kind of like in boxing, the referee saying break, box.
Exactly.
So Wakarete, separate, Tasukate, resume fighting. So that's the concept, isn't it? Of
Yes, it's one way to don't stop the match all the time with the yame and just, okay, just split yourself and keep going again.
And the good thing that you see now are there are fewer rules being broken, fewer warnings and penalties given. We never saw any Hansoku at all.
Yes.
In the whole of the World Cup.
Yes.
And all of this is a credit to the work that you and the Rules Commission and Ranking Commission and all of the athletes, because in times gone by, and the last thing you want to see are decisions having to be made by the referees and not by the competitors.
Yes.
And people losing because of fouls, not because of winning points.
Yes. This was and the old times was like that. I mean, sometimes we are winning the match and you lose by faults, even if you score 3-4 times. And after this change, so you can see this, let's say small change, they change all the meaning of our match. They change how dynamic the fight can be. And this, as I told you, we try always to find a good way to be our sport much more fair for everyone who's are here competing.
Exactly. So I think we're just about ready for a moment for the medal awards of the male team Kumite.
President of the World Karate Federation. So, here we go. Bronze medal, Team Japan.
Bronze medal winners, male team Kumite goes to Team Japan. And presenting the award is the chairman of the Rules and Ranking Commission.
Yes.
Gunnar Nordal.
Bronze medal at this 2024 Karate World Cup, Team Japan. Congratulations. Very well done. So here we go. Silver medal, Team Islamic Republic of Iran.
Silver medal going to Islamic Republic of Iran. athletes waiting to get on the top of the podium. Karate World Cup silver medal, male team Kumite, Islamic Republic of Iran.
Ladies and gentlemen, gold medal here is 2024 Karate World Cup.
Beautiful medals. There they are, Team Egypt. And the team captain, once they've received their medals from Nodal, chairman of the ranking commission.
Amazing World Cup. They did a very good job, not only Egypt, but Iran, Japan, all teams. And what a great spectacle! What a great moment here in this historic moment for karate, the World Cup, first World Cup.
And how fiercely this competition was contested, particularly in the Kumite, I'm referencing, but also in the Kata. But when you look at the athletes on the podium, there are no injuries, there are no black eyes, and there are no bandages. And people say, oh, is karate a violent sport?
This is the result. You see that it's a sport. It's a martial arts. I know karate, but and this is sport moment, for example, that we live. It's a very safe sport. Very safe sport.
We'll present the trophy, and here we go.
Basti taking the there we are, holding the cup aloft.
New champions of the world, Egypt.
And don't worry too much about the pyrotechnics. They're not real flames. It's perfectly safe. But they are the World Cup champions, male team Kumite, Team Egypt.
And the next World Individual Championship, 25, it will be in Egypt.
In Egypt, in Cairo.
In Cairo, yes.
Of Egypt. Congratulations, all of you. Let's have a couple of pictures, couple of shots right now with authorities.
Male team Kumite medal ceremony, World Cup champions, Team Egypt. Silver medal going to the Islamic Republic
Once
of
again,
Iran.
bronze medal team
Bronze
Japan,
medal.
silver medal team Islamic Republic
to
of Iran,
Japan.
and a gold medal, a new champions of the world, Team Egypt. Congratulations, all of you.
Chance to bring the athletes together for
don't go
the
very far because we still have one more ceremony.
photographs for their friends and families to enjoy. Three days of competition, Douglas.
Yes. And
Grueling,
intensive days.
intensive, grueling group stages. Passion that has been demonstrated over those 3 days. Only the top two coming out of the groups into the quarterfinals, then through the semi-finals. It's just been sensational, hasn't it?
Yeah, and for sure all the teams go back home with this feeling of the first World Cup, and this for sure it will be forever historic moment for us.
The historic moment has been made here in Pamplona, in Navarra province in Spain. And a fabulous event has been organized so professionally by the president of the Spanish Karate Federation, Mr. Antonio Moreno, and his team, who've pulled out all of the stops. There's a chance to look at the World Cup winners for the male team, Kumite, Team Egypt, and the dignitaries for the important photographs. The president of the Egyptian Karate Federation among the dignitaries. Douglas, it's been an absolute pleasure working with you again, my friend. We've come to the end of the first Karate World Cup. I am convinced it's going to be running for many, many years to come.
Yes.
Who knows? Juniors, perhaps. We'll have to wait and see. The Tenko drummers have been sensational. The organisation has been wonderful. You, my friend, have been exceptional.
Thank you.
I'm Billy Brennan, and from me and Douglas Bruce, thanks for watching from wherever you have been. And until next time we meet, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much.
So goodbye Pamplona 24, hello Hansu 26. Thank you very much, and we are already working for that World Cup to be held in Hansu in 2026. So, damas y caballeros, ladies and gentlemen, all of you karate fans, this is the end of today's session and the end of the first edition of the Karate World Cup. Thank you for being part of this tournament, and before you go, please have a quick look around to make sure you have all your belongings. Have a safe journey back home, and thank you once again. And of course, the World Cup Organizing Committee would like to thank all competitors, coaches, all the the national delegation, sponsors, all the staff members and volunteers for the time and dedication towards making this competition a real success. Adiós, Pamplona. Agur, Iruña.